EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from Wilmington Country Club, it's live final round coverage of the BMW Championship. Well, this is the essence of golf distilled. 18 holes to decide our winner. Every decision is impactful. Every misstep, a potential tournament wrecker as we look at the current leaderboard. The leader is Andrew Putnam. He's on the move early at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. So a big drive and not much needed to carry here for his second. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And he will definitely not say no to that. The second hole here at Wilmington Country Club's South Course, a 206-yard par 3. It features a fairly long green cut into the side of a hill with 2 bunkers right and a deeper one toward the bottom of the hill on the left. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, we're looking at right to left, minuscule break, slight upslope.
Oh boy, he had it right in the jaws, and it just wouldn't get there. That finished off for par here at the second. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Boy, a lot to break down on this third hole at 582 yards. This hole pretty much takes a right turn about 200 yards in. Aggressive players can try to cut the angle and cover those 3 fairway bunkers right. If they do, they'll be left looking at an uphill approach to a plateaued green surrounded by 3 of the toughest bunkers on the course. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough.
Impressive to get the power on that second shot into the par 5 and comfortably get it up here by the green. I know it's in that greenside bunker, but that is very doable.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. Will certainly help the cause. So after the uphill approach at the par 5 third, we get another uphiller at the 4th. This one, a par 4 at 406 yards. Bunkers the issue off the tee. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, and another 2 more for good measure up at this elevated green. Right after the birdie, here's a tee shot that's going to wind up in the bunker.
You can see why the architect has put this bunker exactly here, because if you don't hit a good shot, you're going to find another bunker, and that's exactly what happened.
Okay, not bad out of the sand, and that's what will remain, trying to grind out a par. Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par, and he'll stay at 2 under. Now to the 5th at 495 yards, a visually intimidating hole. You'll want to play right of the bunkers on the downhill tee shot, and from there a tough angle awaits over a cascading pond to a green, which leaves little room for error. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
We turn to Notabege the third for this look at birdie.
And I don't think he'll want to deviate from a straight-in lead, just a little uphill.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. The 6th hole now, a par 4 at 391 yards. Another hole with an uphill element to it. A fairly narrow landing spot leads to a green with bunkers left and right. And that short left bunker is a deep one that'll likely leave you with no direct view of the flag. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Gonna have to try and give this a good... That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll stay right where he is. On now to the par 3 7th, 205 yards long. 3 deep bunkers protecting the front of this green, which is in fact the largest on the course. In fact, it's so big that Arnold Palmer once said he could land his plane on it. Nope, that one never online, and it winds up in the left rough. Still work to do to get this on the green. This his second. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is. We come now to the 8th hole, a par 4 at 490 yards. This hole bends slightly left to right with 4 bunkers in play off the tee, 2 on each side. But a drive in the fairway will leave you an approach to another giant green with 3 newly renovated bunkers surrounding it.
Well, it's a nice break. Much rather prefer the first cut in the rough. And with that ball sitting up, the only thing I've got to worry about is width. And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay right where he is. Precision is the key here at the 9th, a par 4 at 496 yards. You'll encounter a narrow fairway in the landing area with 1 bunker left and 3 more to the right. The water right shouldn't be in play for most on the approach, but this is a tough green to handle as it slopes pretty sharply from left to right. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's got 117 yards to the front, 117 to the hole, pinned just on the front edge. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
That's well played, and now a good look at birdie. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Just a tap in there for par at the ninth. And that finishes off a strong front nine. It's a 33, 2 under par. The backside, beginning with the 10th, 444 yards. It's another slightly uphill par 4, again with a number of bunkers left and right of the landing area. All right, in the fairway. Second shot forthcoming from the left side of this fairway.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
And here at the 10th, with the iron in hand, and hits it stone cold close.
Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. On to the 11th at 430 yards, a par 4. This one features a narrow landing zone with 2 bunkers left of the dogleg that must be avoided. From there, should be a short iron into a heart-shaped green. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This is an 11-foot putt. Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. And he's going to move to 4 under par. Just 1 shot off the top spot. Forward now to the 12th, the first of 2 long par 5s here on this backside. This one, a stout 634 yards. It features a narrow tree-lined fairway that gently slopes downhill. Apart from the sheer distance, the other feature that prevents most from trying to get home in 2 is the large pond that sits immediately in front of the green. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
And that will work its way just off the green and set up a shot from the fringe. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Well, that'll wind up a par, and it'll keep him at 4 under. Stuck in between two 600-yard-plus par 5s is this little gem, the 13th at 170 yards. Water is definitely on your mind as you see the big split-level pond left of this green, but those bunkers short and right, no fun either. I like the looks of this one. Okay, safely aboard. You won't see a better tee shot than that. This for birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he will definitely not say no to that. Well, if you thought the 12th at 634 yards was long, wait till you check out the 14th. It's another par 5, though this one is in fact 15 yards longer at 649. Fortunately, there's no water on this hole, but what it lacks in hazards, it makes up for in bunkers, as you'll find a cluster of them near the landing zone and another group up near the green. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Now this for another birdie. Another whirlwind there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And that will push him into the lead here with 4 holes left to play. We alternate par 5s and par 3s on the backside here, as that brings us to the long par 3 15th at 234 yards. Getting the ball over the pond, front and left of this green, is obviously job one. But getting the ball to stop from that far back can often be another matter. Oh, he flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second. All the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
The 16th hole here at Wilmington really shows off some of the beautiful trees on this Audubon certified course. They line both sides of this 393-yard par 4. The 2-tiered green gives you something to think about on your approach, because a miss there can leave you with a very unwieldy putt. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
just going to sneak on by. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And this is going to go down to the wire. It'll stay a one-shot lead with 2 to play. The 17th hole is another ball striker's test. This a par 4 at 419 yards. It's gently sloping downhill all the way, though. Be careful with your tee shot because it could run out into one of those 3 bunkers to the right. Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Look at the hang time on that. Another excellent shot from around the green.
Nicely done. Birdie finished off here at 17. Will certainly help the cause. On to the 18th hole now. A tough hole to finish on. Par 4 at 446 yards. All the things you've come to expect from a hole at Wilmington are here. A dogleg, bunkers in the landing area, trees, a large sloped green. All in all, a good way to encapsulate this round. Little uphill to this green, Frank.
Ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, nothing wrong with that on this hole.
Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. And that will mean it is a round of 63, 8 under par. Absolutely scintillating. Well, that about wraps things up for us here today. I'd like to thank my partner, Frank Nobilo. Enjoyed it, Frank?
Certainly did, Rich. Once again, the golf course provided more than a stern test.
And for the entire team, I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.